It's so funny that I recorded this video waiting on March 10th for Little Amelie to get released so that I can actually make a complete video, and during the wait I ordered 7 more Blu-rays, so that already makes this video obsolete and outdated.
Now it's 20. Yeah, there's 20 more, so... Angry Birds 2 on 4K. Don't care about the first movie much at all. I just have a lot of problems with it. Not a type of movie I would see again, but the second one was actually pretty decent. It's not amazing or anything like that, but it's definitely better than the first, so why not? The Simpsons movie. Not a perfect movie by any means, but I wanted some sort of Simpsons material represented in my collection. The seasons aren't really released on Blu-ray that consistently, only the more modern seasons, which I don't care to ever see. I really wish they would put out a classic set of maybe the first 10 seasons or so, but the only thing you can get now is official bootlegs on eBay, so there's that, but at least we got the movie. Coraline. Don't have Nightmare Before Christmas. I actually don't really care about that movie this much, and I actually didn't care about this movie either when I first saw it years ago, but I did rewatch this last year just to see if my thoughts still stood the same, and no, I actually appreciate it a lot more on the second rewatch, so let's pick it up. Ernest and Celestine. I actually saw this years ago when I used to have it on DVD. I sold the DVD when I had to move out and everything, and I haven't seen it since, so it's been about almost 12 years now. But I bought the Blu-rays to rewatch it, and I did remember enjoying it a lot when I was younger and had this on DVD, so... And I know there's a sequel too, but I haven't seen the sequel either. The Big Bad Fox and Other Tales. This is by the same director that did Migration. I think this was his first film or so. Very charming art style. I love it. If anything, the art style is the best part about it. I just love how charming and simple it is. And yeah, it's just a cute little collection of short stories that are combined into one narrative. It does lose a little bit of steam towards the end, but when I saw that this actually did have a Blu-ray, for some reason I wasn't aware about it. I was like, oh, okay, sure, why not? Princess Mononoke. I was collecting anime on Blu-ray, and for some reason I completely forgot about this movie. I know I committed a sin. But I fixed it. There you go. Got it now. The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. This is also another movie that I feel like it loses a bit of steam in the halfway point, but the overall story is beautifully tragic. And the art style is godly. So, of course, I had to get this as well. Kill la Kill, the complete box set on Blu-ray. I was holding off on getting this for a while only because it was ridiculously expensive on Crunchyroll. I'm not paying that price full up, no thanks, so I had to split that into 4 payments to make it somewhat justified to recoup and pay for it normally, because it's a beautifully done set, don't get me wrong, but it's so simple in execution when you look on the insides, and it doesn't justify its price in my opinion. This should have been like at least $50, not that, but this is one of my favorite anime, and I did want to have it on Blu-ray representation, because besides this, the only other release is... This is a 26 episode anime, by the way, or 25 is it? 25, excuse me. There's releases where they do 3 episodes per disc, and they're like $70 each. Why would I subject myself to that? Why would I do that? So this box set is the only way to have them all complete. Whatever. And lastly, for the animation collection, we got the whole Jujutsu Kaisen collection. Got Season 1, Part 1, Season 1, Part 2. A little annoyed about these. I wish they were together, or they released a set that had them both included, you know? That would have been convenient to have a complete first season, but this is the only way it's released right now. If they do it later, then fuck me, I suppose. I'll just go ahead and get it. And then we have Season 2, Part 1, and Season 2, Part 2. This is Hidden Inventory / Premature Death, and this is the Shibuya Incident. We got shit to talk about this one right here. For some reason, Walmart has a boner with this release, and they always sold it in their anime physical media section. It's not too much of a big section, but you can tell it's anime when it's paired up with Yu Yu Hakusho and Neo Genesis Evangelion and whatnot. It's always there, even along with Free Rent. I've always seen it when I pass by Walmart, and I'm like, it's great that they have that, but I kind of want to have Shibuya Incident as well. That we can get Season 2, you know, together. But they never sold this. They only sold this. So when it came time for me to finally start buying the Jujutsu Kaisen Blu-rays, I ordered Season 1, Part 1 and 2 on eBay and Mercari, and then I ordered this one on eBay as well. I decided not to order this on eBay only because, I can just go pick it up on Walmart. That way I can at least get this one first. I've been seeing this for the last month now. Why is it that when I went to Walmart, all of a sudden, not only is it sold out at the Walmart that I went to, but then when I looked it up on Walmart.com to see what other stores had it, all of them were sold out. Or maybe not sold out, just straight up unavailable. So now all of a sudden, this straight up just refuses to exist at any Walmarts. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to have to order it. So I ordered it on Mercari. A day later, the guy canceled the Mercari order for no fucking reason. So I'm like, okay. I guess I'll order this on Walmart. So I ordered it through Walmart, and finally here it is. Is this a lesson? Is this karma? Should I have just picked it up at first? I don't know, but this was a pain in the ass to get. I'm ending the rant right there. We're just going to move on. Now going over the regular movies. Altered States. Very underrated 80s movie, but possibly one of the most what the fuck movies I have ever seen. Seriously, try to comprehend about your mind, or rather, on anything that's going on here. And it's insanity. It's super ahead of its time and also extremely underrated. Again, no one really knows about this movie. Scarface. Every physical media owner eventually gets this movie, so it's nothing special, but here's my copy. Brokeback Mountain. Very compelling drama. I saw it a couple years back and saw it on Grove and decided to pick it up. Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. This is probably the first, well, it is the first, but it's gonna be the only trauma film I'll get. I've seen Terror Firmer, and that was enough. I'm good on that. Poultrygeist, however, is a blast. I really enjoyed it, and I especially like Poultry in Motion, the documentary making of that's included on here. I've seen that more times than the movie itself. I just find it a lot more interesting. But the movie itself is very entertaining. It's obviously, you don't take it seriously. It's a gore fest. It's a musical. It's gross out. It's ridiculous. It's very, very ridiculous. But for what it is, it's very fun, and I'm like, I need to have this. Sorry. Gran Torino. I haven't seen too many of Clint Eastwood's films, but this was my first one I watched a long time ago, and it was my favorite film from his, until I saw Changeling, and that completely destroyed this one, but I decided to get this anyway, because I do really enjoy it. The House That Jack Built. This movie is ridiculously fucked up, but it makes sense, because it's coming from Lars von Trier. I mean, what do you expect? This Blu-ray, however, is extremely rare and out of print, and I got really lucky finding one copy of it at FYE for 20 bucks. I was passing on it at the time because I thought 20 bucks was a bit steep, but decided, what the hell, and I got it anyway. It wasn't until after when I came home and I discovered that there's only 2 copies of it existing on eBay right now, selling for $100 each. Yeah, I lucked out. 20 bucks for this. That's a good-ass deal, especially for how much it's going for. Don't Worry, Darling. A lot of people don't like this movie, and I get it. I understand. I personally found it really interesting, and I enjoyed it for the most part. And I decided to get it on Blu-ray. I just wish it had the cover art with the airplane coming in from the sky, crashing into the ocean. That looks like it's coming from the sky, but it's not. Fucking love that art piece. But instead, now we gotta sell Harry Styles and Florence Pugh, so... Okay. Last Night in Soho. A lot of people did not like this movie either. This is from Edgar Wright, and I'm kind of half and half on his movies. There's some that I don't care for. Baby Driver was pretty cool. I don't care for Hot Fuzz. I know, hot take, unfortunately. I haven't seen Shaun of the Dead in years. But this one I actually thought was pretty cool. I can understand why people don't like it personally, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. And last but not least, we got the Friday the 13th Steelbook collection set. I had the first one on the Steelbook by itself for the longest time, but then I decided, if I can get Freddy, if I can get Chucky, if I can get Saw, you know, those horror films and whatnot in the collection, why not Friday the 13th? Why do I only have the first one, you know? I gotta show respect. So, I got this. I actually did have this a long time ago. The thing is, I sold it for Funko Pops. Forgive me, I sinned. But I decided to buy it back now. I know Shout Factory made a new version where it's a big box set that has each film with its own individual case, which looks fantastic, don't get me wrong, because I love the artworks of all the films. But look at my shelf here. I ain't got the room for that big-ass thing, so I'd rather something a little bit more condensed, and this was the next best thing. And that's about it for now, hopefully. I've obviously bought way too much movies in the past month. We're gonna stop for now, hopefully, and just focus on more newer releases. I don't think there's anything else that's old that I need to pick up for now, or at least enough to warrant another video. But for anyone watching, thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you in the next one.